Alzheimer's is a progressive brain disease that impairs memory and other cognitive functions, affecting over 5.5 million people in the United States alone, and having no known cure. Alzheimer's is one of the top 10 leading cause of death in America. Deborah Lynn is an Alzheimer's advocate, author, and has been a caregiver. As part of the Framingham Public Library's Brown Bag Learning Series, she held an informational and interactive presentation on Alzheimer's disease, discussing everything from the early signs to treatment and community influence, and explaining how a community can dramatically impact, both positively and negatively, those affected by Alzheimer's. Lynn hopes to raise awareness about what we can do to help.
The public reaction to Alzheimer's as is dementia phobia. Just a complete fear of this. I mean, it's one of the most frightening diseases. So I think a lot of us just say, oh God, no, not me, you know, and we back away. So that dementia phobia, we want to kind of move through that. Do you know that only about 45% of the people who go to doctors get diagnosed? 95% of people would want to know if they had Alzheimer's disease. So we polled 95% would want to know. Only 3 in 10 have spoken to their healthcare provider about their memory loss. So that's 30%. They're figuring 12% of seniors in Massachusetts probably have Alzheimer's disease. The early diagnosis in Alzheimer's is critical. No cure, no prevention, and what we have are some drugs that don't slow the disease, but they slow some of the symptoms, so they give you a little longer period of cognitive ability for some people. What happens in that early stage? Mom began to just act a little strangely. There were some personality changes. Late stage, that's the one everybody thinks of when they're petrified. Late stage frequently needs a lot of help and care. You lose the ability to do what we call activities of daily living. Alzheimer's is a life-changing experience. So as a caregiver, I guarantee you, you're not going to come out of it and go right back to where you were. But a caregiver's journey is not over after the caring time is over. They need to begin to come back. And that resiliency is strengthened by having support during the caregiving process. In your communities, a lot of your first responders are now trained, dementia trained. There are also registers in some communities where you can register your loved one in case they wonder